But Jason and Alex have been coming to Unbuttoned, and oh, there they are. And, you know, we slowly got to know each other, and there have been so many weird coincidences that we've discovered as we've been talking, including that I actually knew Jesse Bernstein, who, and performed with Jesse Bernstein, who this project was sort of inspired by, I would say. And then I ended up spending Christmas with them because that's the kind of person I am. I was just like, I really like you guys. I'm coming over. And I think we had fun.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that I'm a very lucky person, so I'm wearing this. Like, I wasn't feeling all that good. Like, my hair was stupid when I got here. And my friend Marcia came, and she's like, I have a present for you. I've been looking for you. And people do know that I love a fascinator. So, thank you, Marcia, for my fascinator.
Yeah.
But my friend Tam had gotten here earlier, and I was talking about, like, pussy hats.
Yay.
Yeah.
I hope to see you guys, or I hope everybody's out somewhere on the 20th for marching wherever you want to march. I'll be in Northampton. And now, with no further acclaim, the No Project.
The arrival. When new life comes, we cannot sleep. Up all night in worship, prostrate to desperate, vague demands, the high-pitched scream of need. When the new life comes, we will think we are ready. We were never ready. Grasp at the ghost of stability as it slips out the window with all of our restfulness and peace. But when the new life sleeps, we sleep. Always listening for waking, we clean, eat, bathe, prepare as best we can for the next deluge of urgency. We do not quite know what makes new life stir. When the new life comes, the old life is over. Ambiguous and concrete as death, it remains solidly in the past, occasionally peeking out at us in the form of children and the childness. And when the new life comes, lights are brighter, worry deeper, sleep more glorious. The new life did not change the world, just our relationship to it. How now, with new life at the center of our revolution, can we see anything but through the lens of new life's eyes? And with new life in mind, we are hopeful and joyful, because exhausted and worried and in love all at once.
Welcome to the No-No Project. It's not an interactive show, but thank you. My name is Jason Montgomery. I am one of the founders of Attack Bear Press here in East Hampton, Massachusetts. We'd like to thank you for coming out for our feature presentation at Unbuttoned here at wonderful Luthier's Co-op. Tip your bartender, tip your Allison Murchie. This is 6 years running, and we feel very, very blessed to be here. So thank you all for taking the time to be with us. This is our CD release party, so yay, CD release! So the No-No Project, what is the No-No Project? The No-No Project sprang up about a year ago when I went and bothered Mr. Kevin Walker of Union Street Records, who is really the heart and soul and brains of the guy who does all the hard work for the project, to do basically nonsense. So I'd like to take a minute to introduce Union Street Records, who really, we couldn't do this without them. So we have Mr. Ken Walker on keyboards, guitars, and basically everything else. Ms. Sarah Manu on keyboards, bells, everything over in that direction. Mr. Stephen Kamensky on drums and other loud noises. Who's never actually played before? So what is the No-No Project? In 1991, a Seattle poet named Stephen Jesse Bernstein went to a prison in Monroe, Washington to record a series of poems. They were completely and utterly unusable. Garbage. So a couple of years later, he actually succumbed to mental illness and his own substance abuse issues and did commit suicide. What was left was a series of recordings that were picked up by a producer at Sub Pop Records by the name of Steve Fisk. Steve Fisk took these recordings and created a series of musical soundscapes. Those soundscapes became the Prison album. If you've never heard the Prison album, hear it. It is amazing. It is really a masterpiece of poems and spoken word. I love Stephen Jesse Bernstein. I think he's an amazing artist, so I stole the title for the No-No Project from one of his poems, and we took the idea of having some of the most incredible poets we could find here in the Pioneer Valley and what ended up being from all around the world to come together to record a poem and then to basically let Kevin do whatever the hell he was going to do with them, and we are very, very happy with what we came up with. So please, they're over there. We'll talk more about that later. But our next poem is actually a Spanish language poem. You can find a wonderful translation in your playbook. It is the centerfold if you'd like to read along. So here's the next poem.
Poetas, recoged mi cuerpo. Poetas, ¿dónde estás? Poetas, escuchan mi llamado. Poetas, secad mi llanto. Oh poetas, inspirad mi mente en esta noche oscura, sin luna, sin estrellas, sin luceros. Oh poeta, se me perdió el encanto. Quise tocar con mi mano el cielo, pero por desgracia se me fue el infierno. Poetas, es tan cierta nuestra suerte y fría que soñar nos toca con amores vanos.
last year on our first date. You laughed when I said being Mexican American is exhausting. Last year, I saw you in the bathroom crying when you realized that both of our fathers had voted for Donald Trump. And last year, I stood in the kitchen and I yelled at you, Chicanos are merely fighting to be Americans. And last year, when you were packing your suitcase, you said, be honest, has anything really changed since the election? And last year, as you were getting in your car, I said, for the record, brown people aren't magic. And it's only art until someone loses a toe. And it's only entertainment until someone loses an eye. This year, the first time I tried to call you, you said, don't call me unless you're bleeding. And this year, when I told your best friend, if you can't find Germany on a map, you're really not that much of a Nazi, he didn't think it was funny. And for the record, brown people aren't magic. And this year, if you're being honest, your life has changed since the election. And yes, your father did vote for Donald Trump. And it's only art until someone loses a toe. And it's only entertainment until someone loses an eye. And last year, they said, we have to prove to the Americans how American we are, and we have to prove to the Mexicans how Mexican we are. And they say, that isn't racism. They call chocolate jimmies sprinkles in New England. And last year, yes, their fathers voted for Donald Trump. And last year, their life really hadn't changed since the election. And yes, last year, brown people still weren't magic. And it's only entertainment until someone loses an eye. And it's only art until someone loses a toe. This year, none of us really understood what happened. And this year, all of us will try to remember to forget the California genocide. And one more thing. We all have to be twice as perfect as anybody else.
It is a great day to be a good day, to be a great day, to be a good day, to be a great day, to be a good, and the other day and night. And I'm not sure if you want to be a good day, to be a good one, and only one who is the best thing ever is when you have to be a good day, to be a good one, and only one who is the best thing ever is when you have to be a good day, to be a good one. was a great way of saying it would mean so happy to see my tweets, and I'm still not over it is not an issue of whether it was just about every day to day and night. With a new phone case you want me to, I guess I'll be in my room is a good one, and only a couple of days of school tomorrow, and I'm still in my room. I have no clue who is this, what the best way for me. I was in my head, and a great way to go home now. I'm just like that, in my room for a long way, in which a great way to the gym with a lot to be. And my head hurts so bad, I don't have the right way, and it will take the best of all of them, and the rest is...
Thank you all for coming to the No Project CD release. We'd like to take a minute and bring up our poets, starting with Robbie. Robbie, can you please join us on the stage?
Thank you all so much for being here. I love that this little tender poem of mine had a home in the No Project. I have books. If anybody wants to buy one, they are $7 to $10. And I also have little bottle cap magnets that say Deluxe Jellyfish, Tender Careful Gift, Tired But Alive, and Burn It to the Ground. Thank you.
Ruben, can you please come up to the main stage?
First of all, I want to say thank you for the Nano project. Thank you for everyone to be here. I'm excited because the poetry lives when the people come in. The poetry don't die. It should continue to poet. Poetry like that. Thank you, and my heart is yours.
Alexandra.
Thanks, everybody. As always, it's great to be here. Thank you, Allison Murchie, for creating this space for us. Thank you to Union Street Records
for shameless shilling. We have merchandise in the corner that will help to fund No Project Volume 2, which we're getting ready to start. We have a fine selection, including tote bags. With your $10 donation for a tote bag, you get a free No Project CD. It's only $10.
Only $10.
We also have these wonderful Union Street Record T-shirts. Yeah, Union Street Records is a gem of East Hampton. We were really blessed. Give it up for them again, please. In particular, give it up for Kevin Walker. All of the music that you hear on the CDs is from Kevin and Sarah and Steve, and we were really, really blessed. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. So we have Union Street Records shirts, $5. Only $5. We also have No Project CDs. We are committed to giving these CDs away for free because we don't feel this is a commodity, but something that needs to be shared. But if you'd like to make a donation, please, so step on up. Thank you, Allison Murchie. Thank you, Luthiers. Thank you, Tim the bartender, and be good to each other. Also, it's time to get out on the street once again. The DACA Dreamers are in trouble, and we're about to build a really stupid border wall across native land that will result in people dying. So get out and do something.
Yes.
One more big shout out for the no-nos. At around 8:30, there's going to be a music open mic, so everybody mix and mingle and have fun, and if you feel like staying, it's always a great thing to attend.
I forgot what I was going to say now. Sorry, bro. Get us out.